Well, hello everyone. We're back now, the Green Bay Packers versus San Francisco 49ers game has been going on. Got through the first half, and right now San Francisco is doing awesome. Right now, the score is actually San Francisco 27, Green Bay nothing, and right shortly before halftime, San Francisco. When Green Bay originally had the ball. One of the San Francisco guys was right there just right and got the ball right back, and they were not even very far from their touchdown line, and they managed to score one other touchdown right before halftime, bringing the score up to San Francisco 27, Green Bay nothing. Well, the second half has just started, and so Green Bay received second half kickoff. So as of now, if San Francisco can even do enough to keep things up the rest of the game and the second half here, maybe, just maybe, they could perhaps end up being 2020 NFC champion. I mean, right now, 27-0 is really, really good. I mean, there's potential that, Green Bay probably could catch up at least a little bit. Again, right now, they've got the ball right now, so and they're just over the 40-yard line. So even got a few snacks here while watching the 2020 NFC Championship game. So we saw earlier that Kansas City Chiefs, believe it or not, managed to be this year's 2020 AFC champion. We'll see if maybe, just maybe, San Francisco can keep it up enough to maybe, just maybe, end up being this year's 2020 NFC champion. Wonder what that means right there. And we know that if by chance San Francisco does good enough the rest of the game and all the rest of the second half of the game, to maybe, just maybe, end up being this year's 2020 NFC champion, I know my stepmom's definitely going to be very, very pleased for sure, because I know it's definitely been a long time since teams like San Francisco right here has been this glamorous, this glamorous for sure. Well, looks like Green Bay could catch up a little bit, I guess. They could finally score a touchdown or field goal. And when I looked on, my Facebook page, and then went on the worldwide Facebook page, and I saw somebody say, "Well, I guess all of you Green Bay Packers fans are hurting right now." So that kind of sounded pretty promising at the moment. So then I decided to flip the channel to the game right here, and see where we stood. At the time, it was 17-0. Then San Francisco scored a field goal, bringing it up to 20-0. And then again, when Green Bay had originally had the ball, one of the San Francisco guys was right there, just right, and managed to catch it and get the ball back, and again scored one other touchdown shortly before halftime, bringing the score up to San Francisco 27, Green Bay nothing. So well, I guess Green Bay's starting to look a little bit unstoppable. We've seen other teams before that, like certain teams are way ahead, and then like the other team can score so quickly, and then they end up proving everything wrong and outsmarting everybody. Well, looks like Green Bay is catching up and finally scored a touchdown. Okay, so now it's down to a 20-point lead. San Francisco 27, Green Bay 7. So, all right, so here's the deal. Right up around at the end of the game, we'll be back one other time to let you see the final results of the end of the game. Again, you knew that Green Bay was at least going to catch up at least a little bit, like they just did, So right now the score is now San Francisco 27, Green Bay 7. So we'll be back in a little bit, pretty much at the end of the game, to let you know the final word on if San Francisco can even keep it up enough to maybe, just maybe, perhaps end up being this year's NFC champion. Again, right now, it's looking pretty good. Who knows how fast Green Bay could score and really catch up? I mean, the Houston versus the Houston versus Kansas City game last week. Houston in the first half started out very well ahead, but Kansas City really made a pretty big comeback pretty quickly, and they ended up making it happen. We'll see how the rest of the Green Bay versus San Francisco game goes. You never know if that could happen with Green Bay. I mean, I'm sure my stepmom's hoping not, of course, but we'll let you know at the end of the game the final results and final word. Talk to you in a little bit.